Hey, welcome back guys to my platinum guide. Yep, so once you spawn in, grab this cache just on your left over here, and then come over here and pick up this lore. Yeah, jumping straight into this guys, it's part 4. Yep, and then come in here, head up these steps in the back, and grab that cache. Head back down into the central corridor, and then go down the steps where the kind of objective marker is taking you. Hang a right and grab out lore on that table. And then head into this big kind of arena type room down here. Now this is where you kind of get the tutorial for Supercharged. So this is what I was talking about earlier, I think in the last video. This is what I think when Supercharged triggered in that earlier chapter. That's why I think maybe it's a glitch, it shouldn't have triggered then. Because now you actually get a tutorial for it. And now you can actually unlock the abilities, providing you're high enough level to unlock whatever perk you're looking for. But yeah, Supercharged, this is pretty much how my, well, I'm on level 13 now. And the way it's looking with all our builds and whatnot is it seems to be you focus your build around building energy, and then you use your Supercharge for the big guys, you know, for the like mini boss type enemies. And everything else you kind of just freeze it, you know, with your shock, your zapper, and then you melee them to death. Because later on we'll have like a perk so that when you kill a zapped enemy, which is currently electrified, they'll drop energy. So it works well in building your energy back up. And later on we'll get a weapon, the Flamer. Forget the name now, Parasite I believe. But if you attack an enemy when they're on fire, they take 30% more melee damage, which is really helpful. So you can normally burn an enemy, then zap into them, and then melee them. And most enemies you'll kill them just with one of them cycles. And then it helps you to build your energy cells quicker to use your Supercharge on the mini bosses. But once you spawn here guys, go down the hill, grab that cache on the left. Yeah, grab that cache on the left we just picked up. Come down here and interact with this prompt near the barn door. You'll find there's a kind of crystal-like barrier around it. And these vines will appear, which are pretty much the way to unlock the barrier and destroy it. So interact with it, then follow the vines to the end, or the power lines, whatever you want to call them, and punch him. Yeah, that will smash a tiny bit. Don't worry, it looks like it doesn't do much damage to the whole thing. And over here guys is a box, some cash inside. Loot that and then head along this little bridge. Yeah, it looks like it don't do much damage, but it does more damage than what it appears. Yeah, then head across that bridge, grab a cache on the right, and then climb up here guys for another little battle. So you've got a lot of these these kamikaze enemies to begin with, these bombs, exploders, whatever you want to call them. With just a leech attached to their head. These things are quite tricky to avoid, if I'm honest, because you have to get right close to them to make them explode, and they don't have like a domino effect. You know, when one blows up next to another, it doesn't set the other one off, which I find it's a bit odd, because normally they always, you know, games where it's like an exploder, it will always make other exploders explode, but not these guys. You have to explode them all one by one, and you can't block them. You have to kind of dodge out of the way. I mean, I guess we might get a weapon later to just get rid of them. But if you still need to focus on taking off the 100 limbs, I still do need to do that. So obviously I'm not going to shoot off the limbs on these exploders. And I'm not going to shoot off the limbs on them brutes because you can't. So yeah, just get rid of them as fast as you can. If you still need to get revolver kills, yes, lore just on your right guys there in the crystal. Yeah, Felicity's diary. So after that fight, you'll crouch beneath a log and get the lore from that crystal on the right just after, before you climb up here. Then grab that cache just on the left, and then smash that vine at the end to smash the crystal a little bit more. And that's all you needed to do. So just some two tiny parts of damage to that crystal will allow us to knock it down. We've weakened the shell. Almost. So after that, come down this kind of log which has fell down and made a bridge for you, and pick up the cache on the right straight after. over here, 80 bucks. Hop over here, guys, for another little fight. Yeah, just try to explode all these. Yeah, you unlock a we've got to unlock it. So you got the flame weapon to unlock it, the flamethrower type thing. Have we got a crossbow yet? No, I don't think we have. Yeah, you get a crossbow. I think you get a time like Gatling gun as well. Oh, you get grenades. You do get grenades on it, which do a lot of damage. But apparently they've, well, unluckily, they've got a massive cooldown on them to begin with. But hopefully we can increase that a little bit. But they do quite a bit of damage to the grenades. Yeah, so I'm going to try and shoot off a limb. So back to shooting off limbs. Only do this on the kind of basic enemies. I guess them smaller ones, which are more your size. Yeah, so I've just done chapter 12, and all I'm pretty much doing right now with my build wise is I'm burning enemies, and then I'm zapping into them, and then I'm doing a melee combo, and then that's all them dead. Any basic enemies are dead after that. Even the stronger ones, you know, like the wolves, not sure if we encountered them yet. And stronger types, which look like kind of like mini demons. Yep, climb up the ledge after that fight, guys, and get his chest. 200 or so books inside. Drop down here, and then jump up this ledge over here. Yeah, that would allow you to get your energy cells really quickly back. So you can pretty much just keep using Supercharge for the most part for the mini bosses. Yeah, continue up here afterwards. Shoot that TNT and grab that cash from the tree stump. Carry on up and into this hut. Grab a lord just on the table inside, then head out the back. This way we shot that TNT just a moment ago. And loot this chest for 339 bucks. Head back through the hut, shoot that dynamite. And on the right here is some more cash, 84 bucks. And then head over here, drop down, and there's a massive bunch of random enemies here. Well, just not random, I mean normal enemies. Yeah, so this is, oh, that's it, the Scorcher. Don't know what I was thinking Pyro for. But yeah, this is good. I mean, it doesn't increase damage to begin with. It does stun enemies as well, so that's quite good. You know, like a mini boss type enemy, your shotgun will stun them if they're about to attack you. This will stun them as well, your Scorcher. So I don't really start using it until, like I say, about chapter 11 or 12. But you might want to try using it already. But I still need to shoot off the limbs, so I'm just going to try to shoot off the limbs of these enemies. I'm not sure if I get that trophy in this chapter or not. Can't quite remember where I popped it. It's either in this chapter or the next one. But it's nice once you get that trophy out of the way, so you don't have to worry about it no more. But yeah, there'll be a perk, well, a upgrade you can unlock, which will make it so when an enemy is burning, you do 30% more melee damage. So it's really good to burn an enemy, you know, like zap into them, and then do that kind of melee combo while they're zapped, the E combo, which makes it so you do a bit more damage anyway. It also works better for your Supercharge as well. So when you're using your Supercharge abilities, you can burn them, and then your Supercharge seems to do more damage, which is really helpful as well. So sometimes you'll find some mini bosses, a full Supercharge on that mini boss will not quite destroy them. But if you burn them beforehand, you pretty much just about destroy them. Then they just need a little bit of damage afterwards. This is on story anyway. I'm sure it's going to be a lot different on evil difficulty. Yeah, I've just unlocked the perk in chapter 12, which gives you a free revive, one per chapter or one per reload, I believe it is. Yes, if you die, you get kind of revived with according to your HP. Yeah, so at the end of level chapter 12, guys, should be about level 14. That's what I hit at the end of level 12. So once you killed them all, head up here, loot the box on your left, and grab the 86 bucks from inside, and shoot down that vine from below. I guess that's the last one. Yep, shoot that vine just down there. Guess that's it. Looks like something from Persona 5 Strikers. Yep. So use the zip line afterwards. It should take you straight back over there. Luckily, we've got a quick way back. Interact this again, guys, and you'll destroy it with your gauntlet. Yeah, character models remind me very much of Darksiders 1. The camera view and the combat a little bit like God of War, I guess, but with guns. But yeah, the character models and that reminds me of Darksiders for some reason. Yeah, so you probably, I mean, you want to use Supercharge on him, guys. That's better. You should have Supercharge properly active now, so it should work properly. Yeah, use Supercharge on him. This is what you call a mini boss. You actually fight your first proper boss at the end of this video. Yeah, we actually haven't fought any proper ones yet. The proper bosses are all the ones which have extra trophies tied to them. You get trophies for beating the proper bosses, and there's also like a misc trophy for defeating the boss in like a certain way. Yeah, the one at the end of this video is for beating him without destroying any of his little minions. They can be destroyed, just not by your own hands or any of your own attacks. That one's actually not too bad. It might seem a bit tricky at first, but a hard boss trophy I've just done, I think it's chapter 10 or 11, is a Brook or Brooch, whatever he's called. And you have to defeat him without letting his minions heal him. And to heal him, his minions have to touch you. It says to some of the guides that they can just heal him if you don't kill him quick enough, but that's not what I've experienced. They only heal him if they touch you. But that's quite a tricky fight, that one is. But like I say, that's like chapter 10 or 11. So once you killed him, guys, jump up, grab that cash on the left, which I just picked up. And then come up the slope, hang a left just afterwards. And we're going to come into this sort of ruined house you just ran past. Grab that cash on that barrel. And then come in here and loot this chest for, what's that, 103 bucks and the ghost hat. Come back up here. We're going to be kind of going into a forest now. Yeah, come around here. There's cash just on the side of that rock. Be sure you get the cash before you jump across. Jump down here and burn this bramble. Yep. So in God of War you would use the Blades of Chaos, but in this we're going to use the Scorcher. Yep, same thing, just different weapon. Right, jump down here, hang a right, and burn these brambles. I mean, they even made brambles like God of War. Yeah, loot this chest. The chests are all the same as well, aren't they? The way you loot a chest, very, very inspired by God of War, this game. And like I said, I think the art's inspired by perhaps Darksiders, I don't know. But loot that box on beyond that tree on the left where we drop down for some more cash. And the drop down here, head over here, guys, for an enemy encounter. Yeah, so watch out for the kamikaze enemies and watch your HP. You can have them enemies with the cages on their heads, lobbing them bouncing bombs at you. So just watch out for them. You might want to take care of them first, just to shoot off their arm. I really hope I get that trophy on this video. Slows combat down so much. Yeah, I mean, look at this. You try and shoot off limbs. Can you imagine trying to do this on evil difficulty? I think it'd be an absolute pain in the back. I think it was a good idea to do the story first. Yeah, I think doing this new game on evil difficulty would be really, really difficult. Especially trying to get all the trophies at the same time. The thing is, because you've got no upgrades, evil hopefully won't be too bad with all our upgrades. So we'll see. The problem is we don't have any of our weapons unlocked. I mean, there's still a lot of weapons to unlock, and they unlock kind of as you go through the story. And some upgrades as well, like most of the electrical augments for your weapons, they unlock via the story. You don't actually unlock, buy them. You just unlock them during the story. Yeah, so make sure you got over 30 kills with the revolver. Remember, I think that's the only firearm at the moment with the electrical augment which we have. So just make sure you've killed over 30 with that. So when we get the next one, which is the shotgun, yeah, cash on the right there, guys. Make sure you pick up that cash and then grab the lore, the file on the left for this 2-star 2 of 6. Come down here, swing across here, and loot this cash immediately on your right. 74 bucks. Come down here, grab the blue orb if you want to. Drop down, go right and then right again. Up here be some more brambles to burn. Burn these with your blades of chaos, scorch, yeah. And loot this chest. Yep, hopefully while you're looting the chest, some of them enemies will explode and it seems you're invulnerable when you open the chest, luckily. Yeah, so you get boom balls perk from that chest and some other bits. Yeah, then shoot that corpse down, guys, by heading right. Yeah, shoot that hanging corpse down. He'll drop some cash and then head back along here. Basically where we dropped down initially into the sort of lower part of the forest. Yep, and then as you're heading back, just keep looking left and eventually you'll be able to come up another hill with some more brambles. So there's no map on this game. And behind there is a smaller chest. Yeah, so I'm still trying to shoot off her limbs. Yeah, so come down the hill, go right afterwards, and you want to kind of go up this ramp. Go right and you'll find a small box with money inside. Grab that cash, come back, carry on up the slope, and swing across. You'll drop here on this kind of small ledge. So there's 3 enemies lobbing them little bombs at you. Bouncing bombs. Right, shoot off their limbs and I'm going to take them all out. Right, yep. I think I still need over 30 kills, so I think I just need to use my revolver a little bit more. Right, then once killed them, jump up here and loot that small chest. Level 7. After killing them. Right, drop down here next. We're almost at the boss. Yep, carry on down this hill. And burn the brambles. Yeah, this way you actually have to go to continue the story. So pretty much got most of the loot now in this area. And we can push on. Unfortunately, just bloody awkward trying to shoot off her limbs, that's normal. Yeah, eventually some suiciders will appear. Just be careful. They should be able to, I guess that won't work then. Yeah, they should be able to cause a chain reaction. Right, good to go. He's going to just die in a second. I'm not entirely sure, but I hope if you put him into this execution state, then with a specific weapon, it'll count as a kill from that weapon if you just leave him to die afterwards. Yeah, so burn the brambles, carry on down here.
Son of a... Another ancient beast. Fucking great.
Yeah, coming up to the boss, you can hear him.
Look to be long dead. That's a hell of a tooth. I trip into its guts. Great.
Yeah, so you make way here, guys, and you've got another big fight to take care of all the enemies. Kind of inside this big kind of mouth from an ancient monster. Remains carcass. Yeah, a lot of different enemy types here. Remember these brutes, you cannot shoot off their limbs, so just try to get rid of them as soon as you can. When you're fighting one. Yeah, level 12. Chapter 12, combat's getting a bit more fun for me actually. I was finding the combat a bit boring, but it's getting a bit more fun now. Now I'm not worrying about killing enemies in specific ways, and I'm just trying to choose, you know, effective skills, which gets rid of all the enemies quickly and efficiently. Yeah, it seems to get a bit more entertaining. And like I said, I'm trying to use all my weapons now, rather than just a specific one at a time. Right, one more little collectible, guys, and then it's time for the boss. So, just on the right here, there's the cache. That should be the last collectible. And that should be all of them. So, we've got 5 of 5 files, 2 chests, and 24 cash drops. So, make sure you've grabbed all them. Like I say, if you have missed any, we'll probably grab everything again on New Game Plus. So, I won't worry too much about it. There are trophies for getting all the chests and all the cash drops. Right, so this boss, first proper boss, as you see, it's got a massive health bar. We'll see in a second. Yeah, there it is, the Parasite. So when it spawns its kind of cocoons, them exploding enemies will burst out. Do not kill any. If you think you've killed any by mistake, just let him kill you, so restart the fight. Like I say, there's a trophy for beating this boss and for killing him without the minions destroying at your hand. So yeah, what you pretty much got to do is these 2 arms on its side, its tentacles. When you see a weak spot show up, shoot it. And then you'll get a chance to damage it as it's stunned. Or just let them attack a few times and eventually they will get stuck in the ground for a moment. Like so, then you get a few attacks in on them. So you keep doing that. And then eventually, once you've destroyed the 2 tentacles, you'll be able to weak spot the heads. But it will also do this attack sometimes. Spray acid at you. Just got to dodge away from that. Sometimes when they're doing a few swipes like so, you can sometimes get 1 or 2 hits in before it springs back. Yeah, so now weak spot 2 inside the main creature's mouth. And they'll normally respawn the tentacles. But first it will do this. So this is always straight after you shoot the main creature's 2 weak spots after taking out the 2 tentacles. Each time you do it. Yeah, so dodging rocks, I just look down and just walk to avoid the red circles. Yeah, so now, and you just repeat the fight now, repeat that cycle, but now we start spawning the cocoons. So yeah, do not touch your cocoons and do not touch them, guys. Just let them detonate themselves or let the tentacles kill them, because they can kill them as well when they swipe down. And if they hit any, so as long as they don't die by your hand, you should be okay. And I have no problems with this trophy yet. And I've popped it 3 times. Yep, and like I say, just continue it, dodging these attacks. These are the bosses which get really tricky, these proper ones with the big health bars. Like I say, the next one is harder, because you have to kill that one without letting it heal. And if you get damaged by one of its minions type things, or its leeches which it spawns, it heals the boss. So you kind of have to do that fight without taking any damage away. And the fight is actually a lot trickier than this, because it's a kind of like more like a humanoid ground-based enemy which is going to be moving around and following you. Well, this guy, this Parasite, just sitting there at the back, and it's a bit easier to. This fight is a bit easier because the only ones you have on the arena with you are the exploders. Yeah, but they sooner explode and get removed, I guess. Yeah, but I've almost got him. Problem is with this guy, you can't use your supercharged. Because if you use it on one of the tentacles, you might accidentally hit one of the exploding enemies, so you've got to be very careful. What I normally try to do, if there's any exploding enemies around, I just let them explode first before I attack the boss. Just be on the safe side. Yeah, don't shoot or anything like that, just in case you accidentally lock onto one of them and shoot it. Yeah, so I guess it's kind of like a long fight because of that. Right, so no suiciders, so I can just focus on killing the boss now. Just using this acid again. quite tricky to dodge that. You want to just kind of try to keep to the outer parts of the area and just move around it, just following the outer part. Because if you're moving in the middle, sometimes it will still hit you. You know, when you're trying to loop back when you've gotten to the end. But if you're on the far edge, normally you can loop around and still keep out of the range of the acid. So hopefully this is going to be it. And there we go. Get our trophy ticks and leeches. That's for beating him for the first time. And Biofriendly. That's for beating him without killing any of its minions. So that'll be it, guys, for that one. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on part 5.